Hello and welcome to this mini documentary on racism in English football at all levels. From Arthur Wharton, the world's and by extension England's first black professional football player, to Viv Anderson, the first black player to earn a cap for the national team, to the modern day, racism has unfortunately plagued football. Whether chants against pros or abuse in grassroots football, racism is a very prevalent and persistent problem that should be eradicated. Reports of racism increased by 53% from the 2018-19 season to the 2019-20 season, according to the BBC. This video will explain what can be done by the viewer, what more should be done by authorities, and attempt to display the effects of racism in football. One may think that racism in football is a thing of the past, something that has come and gone. But like in all other environments, it certainly is not. Examples of it are plentiful from Sunday League football to the Premier League. These two videos show how racist incidents can happen on and off the pitch, both having a devastating effect. The abuse happens online too. This July, a 12-year-old boy sent these messages and images to Crystal Palace's star Ivorian, Wilfried Zaha. Racism is very prevalent in women's football too, with ex-Tottenham player Renee Hector being abused by an opponent during a match. Racist fans aren't only in the Premier League, with Ini Effiong getting racially abused while playing for Dover Athletic in England's 5th tier of football. Racism has a profound effect on people who experience it. Marvin Sordell, a Premier League quality player with caps for England at the Olympics, retired from football aged only 28, citing racism in football as the main reason. Renee Hector fell into a similar sort of depression alongside many minority players in England who often lose the will to play the game. The abuse that occurs does not only affect those on the pitch. What about the hundreds of thousands of fans and children at home? Minority children seeing racism happen in the stands or on TV is almost as bad as experiencing it themselves. Children may stop watching football, or even worse, be too scared, embarrassed or sad to follow their dreams. And with a poll commissioned by Kick It Out showing that 30% of fans had seen racism at a match, this is a very real issue. While there are organisations such as Kick It Out and initiatives like No Room for Racism by the Premier League, reducing racism and ultimately stopping it is down to you, the fans at the stadiums and at home. While stopping racism happening wherever you see it would be the natural thing that you would think to do, it is very important that it's also being filmed with audio, whether in a stadium or even in a pub after the game. From there, if during a game, a steward should be informed, and then it should be reported to local authorities and Kick It Out on its app. Alongside that, for all the work Kick It Out does with the limited power it has, it is still a charity that needs funding. So to help keep the fight against racism going, donations on its website will help the cause. From there, Kick It Out will educate, start campaigns, and help people report racist incidents in football all over England. While campaigns go on and Kick It Out does what it can with the power it has, frankly, racism will not stop until more drastic measures are taken. While lifetime bans for fans from stadiums do occur, they are too few and far between, with a lifetime ban being seen as a nationwide newsworthy event amidst hundreds of racist incidents in football yearly. In order to stop individuals from being racist while playing or supporting football matches, they need to have a proper fear of the consequences. If that does not work, more drastic measures should take place. Point deductions, if proper background checks for offenders could be made, would stop any fan from racially abusing players or other fans. As long as proper measures are taken to stop a punishment being used for another team's gain, no fan would risk harming their club. Ultimately, however, racial abuse comes from racist views, which come from the racist being uneducated. Schools should be educating pupils much more on racism and its effects. People should know what racism is and want to stop it. Racism in English football has been plaguing it since its inception. It happens at all levels on and off the pitch, face to face and digitally. The effects of racism are devastating, in certain cases causing people to retire early and quit for how it ruined what they love so much. To get closer to eradicating it from the beautiful game, follow the steps from this mini documentary and donate to organisations such as Kick It Out if possible now. Remember, if you see anyone racially abusing minorities, no matter the circumstances, film it, stop it and report it.